Hey guys, this is our second video in our 5x8 cargo trailer build. Today we're going to be putting in insulation, making sure there's no other issues as far as the inspecting the cargo trailer, and then putting the walls back up. Okay, in the process of putting in the insulation, after I had this piece in place, I noticed as I was moving through here, I thought maybe that was a reflection of the insulation, but I decided to take a closer look. On the outside of the cargo trailer, right there, they punched through from underneath and made no effort to fix it. Sealed it up with a bunch of silicone to make sure it doesn't leak inside. But that's one of the reasons why you want to double check everything once you have the walls out, because you wouldn't have known that. Okay, whenever you're putting your insulation in, it's not about making it pretty. It's just about making it fit properly. Make sure there's no gaps, and if there are gaps, you're trying to fill those as best as possible, just to make sure that there's no gaps at all, because it'll all add up whenever you're in 100-degree heat outside. On the inside where I saw some rust, I went ahead and spray painted them with some Rust-Oleum. Yeah, I've been monitoring it through several rainstorms and we don't have any leaks in here. Okay, you can see all the spray foam that I put in the front. There was quite a few gaps in the front. There's no reason for that. I don't know. The cargo trailer manufacturer just didn't try very hard. They did a great job on our 6x10, but on this 5x8, they left a little bit to be desired. Have the rounded part of the ceiling to do. It's fairly easy using the inch foam insulation with a reflective side, because it bends fairly easily. You do have to put a little bit of effort into getting it to bend. Sometimes it does pop, like at the end there, but that's not the end of the world. One thing I did find, and I need somebody to let me know if this is normal. I don't know if wire is exceedingly expensive, but there are multiple clips that they use to tie multiple pieces of wire together. That just looks kind of ridiculous to me. So once you've removed the interior walls from your cargo trailer, make sure you do a thorough inspection. As I did my inspection today, I found a new hole from the outside where they had put a screw in and it missed, and they didn't bother to repair it, so I had to repair that. I did see on the exterior panels down toward the floor of the cargo trailer, I could see light, so I had to seal all that back up. And in the front there was even more open space than I thought there was, so I had to address all of that. All of that kind of stuff has to be addressed before you put in the insulation, and certainly before you put the walls back down. So just take your time whenever you're putting in the insulation. Pay attention to all the potential issues you see. You know, as you can see, it's not necessarily pretty. Insulation is meant to keep the heat out or keep the heat in, keep the cold out or keep it cool inside. So what you want to do is just what I've tried to do here is any place there's a gap, any place there's a space, I filled it with some insulation. If there's a small gap where it meets with the metal pole, I've put some reflective tape there. I've done that all the way around, all the way up here. So those are just the basics. I'm not an expert. I'm just speaking from the experience of doing another cargo trailer and knowing what worked for us and what I think would work for you if you're looking for a basic cargo trailer to minimize your cost, but to have a nice cargo trailer with some basic features that you're going to be happy with. We are spending a little bit more time on this build. On our 6x10 cargo trailer, from the point that we got the cargo trailer to the point that we left was probably about 3.5 weeks, and that was with everything. That was with everything. So with this one, the only thing we've done so far is remove the walls, and we've installed the insulation. Clearly I need to put some insulation in the front, on the ceiling, but that'll come next. Well, I got a burst of energy, so I'm going to go ahead and put the walls back up on both sides. We'll leave the front open because I still got to do the insulation there. But let's keep going. Okay, I replaced the old one with the with wire caps. They're just as good. Just make sure whenever you're putting the two wires together and you have the wire cap on, before you tape it or do anything else, make sure it's tight where you can pull on it. It's not going to come out. Make sure you don't go too tight with a plastic light because it'll crack it in no time. Okay, now that's going to wrap it up for today. And just a reminder, whenever you're doing your work on your cargo trailer, make sure it's secure. Make sure it can't roll anywhere. Make sure you're on a level surface. It makes it much easier. So today we got the insulation installed for the walls all the way up to the ceiling. We put the walls back in place. We put the light back in place. So the next thing we're going to be doing is the front insulation, and then we'll move on to the ceiling insulation. If you have any comments or suggestions for us with this build, please let us know in the comments below. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you'd like to subscribe and follow us on this cargo trailer build and our other adventures, please do so. So until the next time, see you soon.